Anyone else like to make public comment? Yes, sir.
Hi, for those who don't know, my name is Mark Adams. I'm the victim in the Winnebago trial for Bridgeport. Never in the history of not only Bridgeport or Saginaw County or the state of Michigan, never in this country has there been a group of people that just said, you can't take a Winnebago on your land. Now, each of you can have a Winnebago. You're saying that I can't have one. And that's the nature of my defense. You're also violating the Right to Farm Act. Right to farm, I can have any vehicle I need for the use of my farm. Now, this case has moved forward for Augie and Rose. You could see last time it wasn't going so well for you. You cited me in July for this, and the last time the judge just had enough and called it a day, and it's rescheduled for April 10th. And so I'm here just to help mitigate the damages, because Right to Farm Act does allow for the reimbursement of damages. You've also violated my rights to free speech up here, my right to freedom of assembly. I have every right to be here. You can't just have the police eject people you don't like just so you don't have to hear what they have to say. The whole purpose of me being here is this is the last chance for you to avoid the damages. Damages, if they're not awarded in this trial, there will be a civil suit, because I'm not going to check my rights at the door. When you have a code enforcement officer, and the thing that had the judge really going was when he had no knowledge of the 14th Amendment. The right to the 14th Amendment calls for equal protection under the law. It means that you can't drive by 100 other properties that are doing the same thing or are in violation of other codes. Like, you've got properties in this township where people are dumping raw sewage straight to the river. You're not taking any effort to enforce that law. I could take you to that house right now, but I'm going to challenge you to find it. Equal protection under the law means you're enforcing all of the laws all of the time, not just taking action against people that you don't like or trying to dispel any kind of economic activity. On my farm, job creation has been zero, but it really goes down to a number of other things, where you cut down the first 150 feet of my frontage on the farm. I don't know of anybody in America where the government just comes in and destroys their crops and asks questions later, but that's what happened here. Then you billed me $200 for the haircut, and then within a year, you've already put a lien on my property trying to steal the land out from under. All of these things are less than a year of happening. In February, I got another letter citing me for building a dock on the Cass River. Well, shame on me, but you know, bringing a Winnebago or building a dock can't be compared to what you're allowing raw sewage to be piped right to the river. There are people trying to clean up this Cass River, improve the fishery. And I'm challenging you before this court date, which is next Tuesday, to cite these homes that are in violation of our sewage codes.
Mr. Adams, your 3 minutes is up, sir. Thank you.
I'm also going to talk about your backroom meetings where you're discussing these issues behind closed doors. I'm sorry, but this is an important matter.
Mr. Adams, your 3 minutes is up. Please sit down.
I'm not finished yet, sir.
You are.
You violated freedom of information laws. You violated Open Meetings Act.
One more time.
And I would caution anybody from violating my rights again.
Would you please
This video is going to be on YouTube.
Mr. Adams, it's time to go.
All right. We'll see you guys on YouTube, and I'm going to come back and ask for the resignation of each and every one of you that are going along with this malfeasance here. When the damages are awarded, they're not coming from you personally. They're coming from the good people of the township. And we're going to have a regime change here. Thank you very much. Second time's the charm. So, what do you feel about equal protection under the law, Officer Navodonsky?
It's Chief Navodonsky.
Well, I don't know for how much longer, but you're violating my rights right now. Equal protection under the law, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly. What authorizes you to do this?
Have a nice
Have you
evening.
been trained?
Have a nice evening.
We'll see you later. Thanks for just not being violent this time. So that's a wrap here with Bridgeport Township. I'll be back.